All right, back for another beer review, and today I am reviewing yet another beer from the Other Half Brewing Company, and they're out of both Brooklyn and Rochester, New York. And this is their double cream Get the Honey, and this is the Citra and Nelson Sauvin version. So they are calling this an Imperial India Pale Ale that is brewed with New York State honey, a bunch of oats, and a hint of lactose. Comes in at 8.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This can is approximately 3 weeks old. So I've actually reviewed a different version of this on the channel. So when I reviewed Other Half for the first time on my channel I think it was last June, I did a Other Half week, and one of the beers that I reviewed was the Double Cream Get the Honey just with Citra, and it ended up being one of my favorite beers of 2018, period, and certainly one of my favorite Other Half beers. It was just awesome. Plus, you know, Double Cream Get the Honey, nice play on Wu-Tang. I mean, come on. How do you not like the Wu-Tang references? You gotta like the Wu-Tang references. So when I saw that they were doing the Citra and Nelson version, I was actually in line at Other Half picking up some beers, and I wasn't gonna grab a 4-pack of this because I was like, I already had it, but then someone said, it's the Citra and Nelson version, which I don't think they released, and I'm like, okay, you sold me. Let's get a 4-pack. So let's pour this into a glass, see what we got going on. I remember just loving the honey character to this one with the lactose and then the Citra. So hopefully with the Nelson white wine, white grape characters and whatnot, it just, you know, maybe it's even better. Who knows? Maybe it's not as good. That's why you got to drink and review everything, even slight variants like this. Anyway, that pours out this really, now I don't know how it's going to come off on camera, but really milky, yellow, slightly orange color. It's super turbid and murky looking, about a finger of an off-white head, creamy looking head to it. But yeah, looks like another half beer. Let's get a nose. Yeah. Man, it smells so fresh. It smells just so fresh. It's just like, it's hard to explain how fresh this smells. Tons of citrus, citrus, but there's also like tropical and stone fruits, and that white wine, white grape thing is like blanketing everything. So first off, it does smell sweeter, probably from the honey. I don't get a distinct like honey character, but I just get a sweeter overall, you know, like malt base to it. A little bit, a touch of like a vanilla from the lactose. But yeah, lots of citrus, lots of like juicy orange, dare I say tangelo, stone fruit, peach, apricot, mango, and then a little bit of that white wine, white grape character. Like I said, it was kind of blanketing the aroma, and it kind of is. It's like omnipresent, but it's not the biggest character at any point. There is a little bit of like an herbaceous dankness too. A little bit of grassy component too, like a grassiness. Yeah, it smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. And it's so fucking delicious. It is unbelievable. Oh my God. Wow. What does that taste like? Yeah. Got the perfect taste note. I think I might have said this about last year's. Now I'm thinking back, like I didn't go look at that review or like the check-in on tap. It is like somebody, it's like you had a like slightly over-ripened honeydew melon, and then you drizzle a little bit of honey over top of it and just got into it. That is what this beer is like to me. Holy shit, this is good. First off, 8.4%. I can't tell you this is a touch over like 7. The body, higher side of medium body, 8.4%. Spot on as well. The mouthfeel is pretty much in that other half realm. Yeah, it's not as luscious, it's not as creamy and smooth as it usually is. Man, fuck, this is so good. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember why I gave this one a 4.75. I just forgot about it. So the mouthfeel, soft, smooth, slightly creamy. Not as crazy as far as the other half's mouthfeels go, but body and mouthfeel are solid for this one. The flavor, that honeydew melon. There is definitely like a white grape character too. It's like you have a fruit bowl of like white grapes. You have honeydew, you have a little peach and mango, and then you just have like a drizzle of honey over top of all of it. They're up front, it's so sweet, but it has a like almost moderate bitterness, like in between a low and moderate bitterness. It definitely finishes a bit sweeter overall, but there is a slight dryness as well. But this is definitely to the sweeter side. I think I just want to drink this. that honeydew melon is just so prominent for me. And I think I got that in the old version. I have to go check my review, but I feel like honeydew melon was a big proponent of this beer, which is Citra. The Nelson is, like I said, adding nuances of that white grape, white wine, but it's not changing this beer completely. This is kind of how I remember this beer being. It's a fucking delicious beer is what this is. So there's not much more to say about this. Honeydew melon, white grapes, stone fruits, definitely get the honey. The lactose I'm really not getting on the palate as much. I thought I'd get vanilla. I thought I'd get like more of a creaminess or whatever. It's not adding a lot. They say a hint of lactose, so I get that part of it. Probably just helping out the mouthfeel, even though the mouthfeel, again, isn't as crazy as a lot of these other half beers. I don't know. I just want to sit back and drink this one because it's fucking delicious. I'm probably going to like this more than the average person drinking this. I remember being, a bit too high when it came to the Citra version. Like, I feel like I like that one a lot more than most people. And I think that's going to be the same for this one. So double cream, get the honey, the Citra Nelson version. This is getting another 4.75 from me out of 5. It's almost everything I want in another half beer. It's almost everything I want in a beer that has these ingredients. If you're going to tell me there's honey in here and, there's lactose and they're using a bunch of oats and you're using Citra and Nelson, they pretty much hit the nail on the head. Aside from the lack of lactose and maybe a little bit lack of a mouthfeel for other half, this is like the perfect beer in terms of what you're telling me is in the beer. I am getting on my palate. It's in the glass. It's just delicious. So that was 4.75 out of 5 for double cream, get the honey, Citra and Nelson Sauvin from Other Half. If you've had this one, let me know what you think. I sent this one out to my buddy Jeff, aka No Jinx, and I sent this over to a fellow beer tuber and good friend of mine, Han Yolo. I believe I did. I'm pretty sure I did. So if I did, Han, I hope you review this because I'd like to see your thoughts on it. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for yet another Other Half review. Usually I do one of these per week because I have access to Other Half and it's one of my favorite breweries. So hopefully you stop back for another review from them next week. And until the next one, cheers.